We have Miss Carol. We have uh, open mic conversation. Be mindful. Hands off. There's a whole lot more shows. There's two shows coming on today as well. The Dot Show comes on is today, and this evening there's another show coming on. So y'all check it out. If you missed the milspo show, please go back on, watch, subscribe, and share, and join us every second and fourth Wednesday. This month we gave you two. Last week we had Corinne Key promoting the movie $100 Love Letter to Black Women.
You definitely got to get that from off the Prime Video. That's a must watch.
Amazon Prime. Definitely Prime watch video. That. And again, let me say it again. Big shout out to my brother Mark, who has Intertwined series. He has Sador Radio. He has Sador LLC, which so many other things come under that. And he's always hands on there helping anybody, promoting anybody. So I'm saluting you and promoting you, bro.
What up, Mark 5?
Definitely. Shout out to my sister Diva, who anytime I call her and got a question, she's right there to answer it with no problems. Like that humility that we talked about that makes the relationship work. Right. No egos involved. My sister's putting on plays. She has
which I'm gonna be auditioning pretty
soon. Right, she has a series that was on network on cable television. You understand what I'm saying? Like making major moves out here, and whenever I call her with something as simple as, "Sis, can you help me with a flyer?" I got you. I'm too busy.
We're here to to learn and to help one another.
Right. And shout out to my girl Yolanda Brinkley, who's always moving and shaking and doing things. And if I call her and ask her for information,
festival. She works at the film festival, so
always positive, telling me, sis, you got it, you can do it. Don't doubt yourself, because I looked at her. We came from the same place. And she's out here pursuing her dreams. Of course, I'm on the outside looking in. So I don't see the whole full struggle, how many times she's been knocked down or how many times she's been told no. I just see the persistence and the growth. And a lot of times, that's what we see on the outside looking in. So on that note, saying people might see us and think, oh, wow, they're pretty happy. And, they got a great marriage and this, that, and other, which I do agree. We have a great marriage, but they don't see the work that we put into with how many times we were knocked down, or how many obstacles have been thrown in our path.
Well, I believe one of the strongholds and things that need to be in marriage that you really want to focus on is commitment. You just gotta be committed. Bottom line is, love is not an emotion. I think
because if you're not committed to this marriage, you will be committed. Do they still have mental hospital? Because clearly you've lost your mind. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying, commitment is a very, very vital part to any marriage that wants to be successful. You just got to be committed, even if you're not being happy at the moment and all that stuff. You still got to say, I'm in this. I'm not going nowhere. I'm a married man. I'm a married woman. This is who I'm gonna fix. This is who I'm gonna solve my problem with, my partner. I'm not gonna solve it with someone else because they don't have that.
Sometimes you have to start with yourself too. That's what I'm noticing.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like look within first.
Look within, and
inside job, like I say all the time.
And try and figure out, like, hey, am I being crazy? Is this something that's an internal issue and I'm projecting it onto my partner, trying to make it their issue?
Even if you think it's crazy, voice it. You know what I mean? Because they may be thinking. You know what I mean? Because thoughts are things. Thoughts are things, and thoughts can be talked about and expressed once it is put into words. And you know what I mean? If you just have a thought and it's just sitting there and you don't express it with your mate, you know what I mean? Now it's just a thought and it just sits there. But if you got the thought,
then you may search and find somebody that you can go and talk to.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Like, because I can't talk to my,
You know what I'm saying? So. You know, I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law, Mark Burke.
Uncle Mark.
Yeah, Uncle Mark, he's holding it down.
Shout out to Uncle Mark.
Yeah, because my sister's in the middle of finding work right now, but he still goes to work every day.
Uncle Mark's a
quiet guy,
a good man's man. You know, like not one of those. Oh, I'm going to work it, but every day he's out there working, making it happen. Whether your sister is working or not,
very peaceful guy.
He's still humble, still his position. I'm gonna go out here.
Soft words, soft spoken. Yeah. I mean, not a soft spoken, scary man, but just man of very few words. He's going to use the right words.
Listen, I would hate for him to have to raise his voice. If I, other than maybe yelling at the puppy, like get over here, but to see him raise his voice at maybe a person, that would be like, oh, what did you do?
You kept banging that
right
into the wood the wrong way,
but that's how I feel about
you. Yeah. I mean, I'm not boisterous.
Once, if someone has you to the point where you're pissed off, it's gonna be hard to
they did a lot
to put me back on a leash, so to speak, because for me, like they did a lot. If I see my husband is upset, you have done a lot. Me, not so much, but for him to be upset, I know that you have probably crossed the line that maybe for about 3 people, because that's pretty much where you're at most times when dealing with people on the patience, humility. You like, no, and
well, this way I look at it two ways. Either I'm slipping that day,
right,
or whatever I'm dealing with, I didn't prepare myself the time ahead of that. You know what I mean? Right. That's why I stay in with my, I call it my education, what I read, what I listen to, what I chew on. I get that every day. I don't take a day off. Right. I try to put that in me so that when things come up, I'll be above it and still stay level-headed, calm. I really believe that, nothing should, because I'm directed, you know what I mean?
Right.
So with that being said, if something outward's going on, I don't want that to be able to move me. I want to stay focused on, what it is that I want to do. I listen to this young man on Instagram a lot, a young fella by the name of Prince Donnell. I don't know if anybody might have heard of him. He's the CEO of Jumping Jacks. They're Philly. Him and his wife, they out of Philly. Jumping Jack Tax. He's the CEO of Jumping Jack Tax. And he says a lot of things with wisdom, but more than that, he always talks about how, where do men, what they might have done, or what does he do to prepare himself for any given moment? Because any given moment is true. You're going to be everybody's going to have some type of any given moment.
Right.
But he likes to proceed that by daily, taking in the right things in his body, daily taking the right things in his eyes, daily taking the right things in his ears, reading, staying away from. And if you do those things, if you prepare, just like in the army, every week, every month, every day, they train to be ready for wartime. But when do they train? They train in the peacetime. So guess what? When wartime presents itself, they're ready. You know what I mean? He talks about that a lot. When I look at me and being an ex-veteran, that's how I look at things. I stay trained up in peacetime, so when wartime comes happen, I know how to stay. I can stay level-headed, stay to the facts, stay.
Well, that's why I think we make a good decision, because I'm working on it.
Baby, you're doing amazing.
Yeah, I try, and before I go off, because I can see it before it even happens, and I think my husband wouldn't react like that. What would he do? And we live in a small place, and I don't want to have a bad moment and that be the representation of me, because I let someone else control my character, but that's what I get from it. A good example was, this moving process. Had I handled the whole delay on the installation of the carpet, we messed around and had soggy carpet padding under the carpet because they might have pissed on our carpet because I would have cussed them out so bad. You were supposed to do this Monday, Tuesday, and then you're telling me Friday like you're doing me a favor. But you handled it.
Got a phone call.
Got a phone call. Now it's not going to be Friday. It's going, so right man for the job, and I learned from it. So I appreciate you. Once again, this was the milspo show. And are you accepting your contract?
Show. Yes, another successful show, love and relationships.
So
I'm gonna give a
shout out to G will officially be a part of the milspo show.
Let's give a shout out to Takesha Johnson.
Big shouts out to my sissy who's always here helping behind the scenes. Y'all don't see her, but she holds me down. I love you and I appreciate you more than you know. We got some big things coming up, so y'all stay tuned. Next show will be November 27th. And we will be having some 501c3s and talking fundraiser and giving back to the community. Y'all stay tuned to Sador radio station, the station that's more than just music, on the milspo show.
Peace out, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.